OilT Energy Group is the operator of prospecting and mining operations on several blocks in our best oil and gas provinces. In Western Siberia, the Volga, Urals, and Timano-Pechora. All these blocks are located close to the developed infrastructure. Some of the blocks are parts of areas surrounded by deposits that are already open.
В районах, окруженных месторождениями, уже открытыми месторождениями. Другие находятся...
The other part is in remote areas of the provinces, but still close to the infrastructure.
Благодаря тому, что...
Due to the fact that the selected subsoil areas contain reservoirs with high properties,
содержат коллекторы с высокими свойствами, мы можем...
We can expect good, economically acceptable well production rates.
Экономически приемлемые дебиты скважин.
About 100 tons or 700 barrels per day.
Наиболее
The most interesting areas of Western Siberia,
Сибири, которые вовлечены
which we are involved in the search and exploration processes,
разведки, располагаются
are located in the Tomsk, Omsk, and Novosibirsk regions. These are the southern regions of Western Siberia.
И мы рассчитываем на то,
And we are counting on the fact that in the near future, these regions will produce as much as in the well-known UVAT project. This is one of the new projects in Western Siberia, launched already in the post-Soviet period. Here, the cuts are the same as in UVAT. As for the Volga-Ural and Timano-Pechora, the licenses are taken from the considerations that there are high-yield reef objects inside them, very high stock density, good oil, light enough, and the proximity of Transneft's pipelines make it possible to expect that these areas will give very good returns. This is a map of Russia's fuel and energy resources. It shows our 12 major oil and gas provinces. The most important of these is Western Siberia. Virtually all the gas and half the oil in Russia is mined here. Timano-Pechora and Volga-Ural are also very important as they are closer to the consumption centers. And although the production there is less, the prospects of these projects are very, very high. It is important that from the point of view of the economy of development and prospecting of deposits, these provinces are not inferior to Western Siberia in any way. As for the licensed blocks operated by OilT Energy Group, in Western Siberia, these are mainly southern areas. There are prospects for the northern gas areas, but basically, we are looking at these territories. These are the territories of the Tomsk region, where the extraction is known for a long time. The Omsk and Novosibirsk regions. These are the so-called frontier, remote areas that are promising for exploration. As we can see, the borders of the oil and gas province are right here. It is very important that the ESPO pipeline runs in these regions, the Eastern Siberia Pacific Ocean Pipeline. It allows to transport oil to Nakhodka, and the existing pipeline network allows transporting oil in the direction of the Baltic or the Black Sea. As for the Timano-Pechora and Volga-Ural blocks, the economic efficiency of the development of these future deposits is due to the fact that within these licensed blocks, there are high-yield reef objects or sandstones. The well-known Staro-Osko ones are natural reservoirs that allow achieving the highest efficiency. The expected well debits and those already recorded in the surrounding fields exceed 100 tons per day, or 700 barrels per day. An additional possibility on all these licensed blocks and provinces is the development of so-called shale oil. Timano-Pechora and the Volga-Ural, almost all the territory of these provinces and licensed blocks is occupied by these same schists. Drilling on them, although it presents certain difficulties from the point of view of the economy, but the American experience shows that these are are sufficiently effective in the development of objects, and, most importantly, that they are within the licensed blocks, these oil and gas-bearing layers. As for Western Siberia, almost all of its territory is the territory of the so-called Bazhenov Suite. It contains tens of millions of tons of recoverable oil. There are problems with extraction, but they are completely solved with the help of modern technologies. Thus, all the licensed blocks, both search and production companies of Oil T Energy Group, are very promising. You can expect that the investments invested in these projects will begin to pay off very quickly, because there is a possibility of so-called early production at each licensed block. A significant part of the geological exploration work there was carried out earlier, already in the Soviet era. The main geological features of these blocks are known. They are chosen from these considerations. Welcome and invest.